Welcome back to VTU e-Shikshana program on computer aided engineering drawing. We are in module 4. We are working for isometric projection. In this module, we have completed the basics of isometric projection, say isometric scale, what exactly isometric projection, isometric view, and also the prisms, pyramids, and frustrums, and also the blocks of various shapes like triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Now we have to discuss the isometric projection of sphere. It's a unique procedure, nothing like isometric view or isometric projection. It is a unique procedure. We have to follow it. That I will tell you. At the same time, we have to start with the simple models and combinations of the same. So now let me start working for a sphere. How to draw the isometric projection of a sphere? You can imagine a sphere, like say football or the cricket ball, okay, which is placed on the table. So it looks like. So this is the table or ground level or horizontal plane, you can say, and then you have placed the sphere. So you look exactly from the front, it will be a sphere or circle. Its projection of the sphere is a circle of actual radius. Orthographic projection. Say this is 60 mm diameter. Say 60 mm diameter. Now, what exactly isometric view? How it differs from isometric view or orthographic view? Suppose that you look from the top, you cannot see the point of contact. That's all the difference. Any direction you look at, the view is circle of true radius only, no change. In case of the prisms, pyramids, and other items, you get the foreshortening of the distances. But here, nothing like that. It is completely true surface, actual radius, actual diameter. Now, so you to represent the isometric projection of or view of a sphere. So here is the ground level or horizontal plane. You have, this is the orthographic projection. Now, whenever you want to draw isometric projection of a sphere, you have to draw a line, reference line, that is point of contact. This is point of contact in orthographic projection, and this is the height, that is the actual radius in orthographic projection. But in this isometric projection, you have to take the height equal to isometric length, isometric radius. Say if this is 50 mm diameter, 25 mm radius, this is the isometric radius. You first fix this isometric radius. Isometric radius. See, 25 means reduction in that according to isometric scale is there. So you have to have this 45-degree, 30-degree line, 25 mm, take the corresponding value. This is isometric length. You have to fix it. Then draw true radius circle. Okay, that is the isometric projection of sphere. Now it looks like as though it is moving towards ground or below the ground. Nothing like that. It is optical illusion. Just it looks like it is going below the ground. No, it is just in front of you. You cannot see the point of contact. Suppose that you keep this cylinder. It is line contact. If you look exactly from the front, you can see the contact line. But you look little bit above, then you cannot see the line of contact. Same way, I have shown you the projection of a cube, which is having the solid diagonal perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. So whatever the top surface is rhombus. Actually, it is square. Top surface is rhombus. If you tilt it such that the solid diagonal is perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. So same way, I can represent this. For example, I am interested in placing this on a flat surface, like top of the square block, okay, or square prism, anything for that matter. I will draw a simple sketch. Square block, okay. With some procedure I draw. Say. Then a sphere is centrally placed on this. What is the center of this block? Yeah, this is the center of the block. Now from this you go up centrally, that is OS you fix. What is the radius? Radius is isometric radius. Actual radius is 40 mm say. So this is around 40 into 0.816. Now if you draw this sphere, it looks like this, as though it is coming down. So this is how the isometric projection of a sphere can be drawn. But whatever it is, backside of the sphere is not visible. Then let me complete this simple problem. A sphere is centrally placed on a square block of some dimension. Now, this is how you do it. So, you identify the point of contact first, that is center, then draw it. So, this is how you draw. That is why this particular figure is a unique procedure, you have to draw it. Now, next let me discuss combination of solids. I have some typical simple combination of solids. All are simple type, like the square and related items. You don't need any figure, top view, front view. Just you need statistics, facts, that's all. So what is the diameter? But if the situation demands, you draw the top and front views. Otherwise, we don't need anything. Now only you need data. For example, let me start this simple combination of solids. So a square block, that is the base solid. Then at the top, centrally placed square pyramid. That's all, of some dimensions. See, question may be like this: a square pyramid of 40 mm base and height 50 mm is centrally placed on a square block. That's all. Or it can be a circular block. In this case, I have taken simple problem, square block. How to draw it? So very simple. Within no time you can complete. Say it may be a 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That's all. But what method? You have to follow the method which I taught to you earlier. Plus mark. Plus mark is best mark always in graphics or engineering drawing. Now, here is the first solid I am taking. I don't need any top and front views. What is the size? 80. So, isometric view I draw normally. So, if it is projection, you take the scale and do it. Now, 40, 40. Take 40, 40 because 80 is the radius. Then take total length, draw 2 arcs. That's all. Now, join them. Next, since it is block, you keep these 3 corners only into consideration. So, it is within minutes, within seconds you get this. This is the first solid, base solid. Then what next? This one, that is the 40 square. Again, already plus mark is available there. You need not have to draw. 20, 20, take total mark. That's all. Draw this. Yes. Base of the prism is over. See, assume that this is the square block and I have the square pyramid here. I have completed this. Now I am complete. Already base is over. Only 10% is left. Now fix the apex. That's all. Now join all these base corners with apex. That's all. So the answer is ready. Only have to complete the visible edges and corners. That's all. Now draw visible edges. Yes. This is not visible, so this edge, slant edge is visible. No need of naming. Even if I name, this is A, B, C, D. VA, VC, VB are visible. VD is not visible. We are just coinciding with the VB. That's all. Now, what about the outer one? The portion which is just behind the top solid is not visible. That means this portion of the top edge of the top face, this portion is not visible. Leave as such. Don't touch that line. But rest of the portion you draw. So, top face visible. So, as we discussed in blocks, we draw only visible edges, nothing invisible. So, dark all the edges which you have drawn. Based on that only, I am keeping it. See, really, it is interesting to draw this type of 3D views. Okay, it's very easy job. Combination of solid. What type of dimensioning you do? Say height, you fix. Say 15, whatever given, and 80 mm is there. You can, in computer automatically it will come. Otherwise, here you just mark. This is 80 square. Here, keep this way, 40 square. Wherever possible, you do it. Height is very important here. Height given is 50. So accordingly you do it. Now this completes the combination of solids, simple solid. Next, the one which I have taken is frustum of cone is centrally placed on the square block. Okay, say maybe this type. Assume that this is square block, this little big one, and assume that it is suitably placed, the square block, and then a frustum of cone is placed above that. Okay, so how to draw this? Same way you have to draw this first. Plus mark, then take AD is there, 40, from this point 40, 40, draw two arcs, take total, don't lift the compass, draw this. But in computer you have to follow 30 degree and create rhombus and do, but manually you can do this way. I will show you how to do it on computer. Next, same procedure I am repeating. For the first problem also we have done same thing. Yes, this is the isometric projection of a square block. Finally, you can say for procedure wise, say 30 degree, 30 degree. So you may demand you. So where is 30 degree line? Yes, you can create. Now how to do this? This again the procedure for square frustum of square pyramid only. So you have to draw same procedure. Plus mark 20, 20. Yes. Then create this 4 centers method, draw ellipse. Okay. Then go up by value which is given. Again it is 50. Again plus mark. Already one line is there. You have to create this line at a distance of 60. This is OT. This is OB. This is very interesting and simple method. You can create within no time. Now again this is 25. So 25 by 2, 25 by 2. That is radius 12.5, 12.5. Take this. Then create this rhombus. Then draw the top face. Actually it is visible. Create in one go, dark line only. Okay. Then join these with tangents. This with tangents. Yes. Then draw only visible lines, curved line. Yes. Top face visible, this boundary is visible. So none other than these are visible. Keep it light. So axis you can show as usual for all solids. Representation of axis. Now, how to complete the base solid? Only dark portion which is visible. Now, again, this portion of the top edge is available but not visible. So, dark only the remaining portion. Dark only the remaining portion, leaving this portion light, because back side of that is not visible. Yes, that's what. So you can complete these type of problems within 5 minutes, maximum of 10 minutes. If by practice you can complete manually also and also in computer. Okay. Next comes this. Assume that have a circular block and then I kept something here, that is the frustum of square pyramid. Simple models I have, something is available with us. I have a circular disc, assume that it is flat, and then above that I have kept the square frustum of square pyramid. So how to draw this? See, I have two squares with a particular same center, sides are parallel, and then a circle in top view, and front view you have a block, the square, a rectangle representing the front view, and also this one. So that's how you can draw. If situation demands, you can draw that also. I don't need anything, I need only the data. I can start working here. So again plus mark, the dimension is 80, so 40, 40 you take. Same procedure, you might have observed, whatever I am doing for all this, same procedure, no change, because square type. Then, unlike the square block, you cannot simply draw lines and then create the square block. You have to draw the 4 centers method procedure for top and bottom faces of the block. Now we have discussed, we had already completed that in computer and also here. This is OT and OB you mark and then draw another plus. Already vertical line is there, one more plus mark, then create this. You will get lot of lines, be careful. Then draw this. So I am using different color. Okay, you get another ellipse. Then draw vertical tangents. It must be vertical, otherwise it is wrong. Now draw vertical tangents. Then dark. Don't dark now because we have to have this particular solid, that is frustum of square pyramid above that. Now let me start with square frustum of square pyramid. Again at this OT you have to create base of the frustum. Again plus mark. See, number of lines are there. That's all. Then keep another plus mark at a height of 45. This height is 45. This thickness is given 15. This is 45. Yes. Okay. Now at this point take how much? 20. That is 10, 10. That's all. Join them. Then complete the top face. Top face is visible. Top face is visible. In one go you can complete. Join the slant edges with the dark line. Irrespective of the orientation and condition, always both lines are visible. Then base is not visible. This line, these two lines and this line is also not visible, but line joining these two corners, base corner nearest to you and top corner nearest to you are visible, so dark that. Or you can say bends, that's all. So otherwise I will tell you invisible surface, visible line. There are three checks. One is invisible surface, visible line, then bends. Here no crossing line business. Otherwise crossing line business is there. That is, this is dotted, this is dotted. You are crossing the invisible lines. So definitely it is valid. So now you need not worry about the lines which are hidden in isometric. So in case of solids we do it. Now what about the top solid we have completed, visibility completed. Now what about the bottom solid, that is base solid, that is circular block. Now you have to start from this, you have to leave as such this one, then dark the top face, draw smooth curve in case of this one, and in case of computer already the existing thing is there, you split and dark, then draw vertical lines and again see that this is dark. So this is how you complete the simple combination of solids. Same thing will work out in computer. Okay. So the thing is here, whenever you come across square type of items like primitives, solids, then you don't need top and front views. If at all the situation demands, you draw it. If you have time, you draw, you write, draw and then realize. If no, the situation actually requires, do it. So directly you can draw. But the thing is, if this is isometric projection, you take isometric scale. Otherwise, isometric view means directly draw it. In computer also, you draw directly isometric view, then reduce it to isometric by taking scale factor 0.8165. So that's all. Okay. So now we will do the same thing on computer. Say in this session we have completed the sphere, how to draw the asymmetric projection of sphere and how to draw the combinations. Only thing is you have to see that the base center of the top solid is coinciding with the top center of the base solid. That's all. You must be very carefully do it. In coming sessions, we will work out combinations of different types, pentagon, hexagon, and the base solid is always the square block or circular block, or it can be a hexagonal block or pentagonal block. Normally hexagonal block, square block and the circular blocks will be given. The top solid may be simple cone, frustum of cone, or even cylinder and prisms maybe. That we will work out in the computer. So let me start working the combinations of solids, simple solids like square prism, square pyramid, and also cone, cylinder, etc. With a base solid. Let me take particularly base solid, square block. Okay, it can be anything. So for time being, to do it. As I told you earlier, in manually you can do it with the arc method, where you draw plus mark and then take half of the side of square, draw 2 arcs here and take total with this or center, draw 2 arcs on the horizontal line and draw it. But in computer you have to do the regular method. You have to create 30-degree line and then draw parallel. See that this rhombus is created with 120 degree, 120 degree, 60, 60. So you, by practice you will get it. After doing that, I told you already how to create blocks, etc. Assume that you have separately, completed the square pyramid and square block. Okay. Now to go for combination. Assuming that you know how to do it, and then in a given sheet you can do. Otherwise, different sheets you can do, and then transfer this to a particular sheet, and then try to combine. How to combine? How to go for combination? Now, see, you just use. Assume that you have created this, and also you have created this, and then brought here. Otherwise, created both in the given sheet. No problem. Now, start working for the combination in computer. Move. Do this. Then take this particular one, and then see that this base center of the top solid should coincide with the top center of the base solid. That's all. Nothing doing. Now, in this case, you don't need this line because this is for practice we have done or in computer. So, better you avoid taking these things to the combination. Unnecessary things you can remove. It is the information for you. Now, you take this. Okay. Move. Yes. Take this. Now, you see that this is blank. Now, yes, that's all. This is the combination. Now, you see that if you already completed the base solid with dark line, you need not worry, you make it light. Whatever the portion which is best, just backside the top solid, you make it light. That's all. How to make it light? Go to split this at this point, intersection point. Again, split this at this point. Okay. Now, you select these 2 points, lines which are inside, which is not visible but available. Okay, with thin lines. That's all. Okay. Select lines. Generally, select lines. It's coming. Okay. Select. Yes. Now it's coming. Select lines. Then make it light. So purposefully I have made very thick for explanation purpose. Actually it is 0.5. Now you make it light. That's all. This is the solution. Now for dimensioning you can do this job. Say height you can take 30 is the thickness, and this height of the square pyramid is 80, and this can be some value, but for practice and also explanation purpose I might have taken something different. So here it is showing 42, it may be 40 and height, that's all. So 40 square you write manually. Here this is also gain some value, 84 is there, it is around 80. So like that you can do minimum dimensioning. This is base dimension and also the top surface base and height, that's all. If it is frustum, top face, base and height, that's all. So this is how we can create this. Now let me keep one more, that is a square pyramid having the top solid as this. Now let me reload this. Yes. Assume that you have done somewhere in different sheet, you can also do same thing. You bring it, then you have one more. I have to copy this. Yes. Keep it here. Now I have these two ready. You know how to do these things as per the dimensions given. Now move. Move center of this base solid, base of the top solid is coinciding with the top center, that's all. Now here 95% of the solution is ready, only 5% is left out, that means this portion is not visible. So you have to make it light, that's all. So again if I select, complete line is coming, so the regular procedure is to split this at this point and split this at this point. See that it is exactly intersection of the end generators represented for the cone and this line. Now finally select these lines and see that they are light, not available but not visible. So this is how you create the combinations of square type. Yes. Now let me take frustum. Next item is frustum. Already we have discussed how to really cylinder. Here only I can make. So I have assumed that I have this solid. Now the question may be, a cylinder of diameter 40 mm and height 80 mm is centrally placed on a square block of 80 mm long base edges and also 30 mm thick or 20 mm thick. So to do it, assume that you have created all this and then now you are ready for combination. Then again same procedure, no change. Only thing, must be very careful in completing the combination once it is completed. This procedure is very important. See, I am taking the top center, I will just repeat, I will take this reference only, end of the axis, and then coinciding with the top center, and unnecessary lines you can avoid. See, this one you select and remove. Okay. But the procedures to complete the the ellipse and all you must retain. Don't remove it. Okay. Always see that it should not be removed. See, this one you can remove. Okay. So delete. Otherwise, if delete is not working for some other reason, you trim both sides. That's all. Okay. So again here this portion to be made light. Okay. Same procedure you have to follow. Only thing is creating the primitives, that is very important, and also placing the combination as per the requirement. Okay, that's all. Point 13. Yes, this is how you complete. Here also necessary thing you can retain this because this is a procedure for this keeping 30° and then work out. So any construction line you can give, number of lines are there, unnecessarily you can remove, otherwise let it be there. Now what we did, cylinder on square prism and the cone on square prism, square block. Now okay, now I am not dealing with this because you have to complete that. Now the frustum of cone on this. Okay, now take same thing. Before that, let me remove this. Oh, it's not going. Okay, now take this, move the center, coincide with the top center. That's all. Okay, now unnecessary, invisible lines must be made light. Any number of problems you take same type, so no change. Only thing is, see that the primitives are according to the requirement and joining this combination with center to center. That's all. Select these two and then make it light. Yes. So I see that this combination is over as per explanation. Yes. Now take this again, and before that let me trim these two unnecessary lines. I made it for construction purpose or 30°. Yes. Now select this, move base center of the top solid. See that this is intersection only. Okay, otherwise it will change. Yeah, midpoint. Okay. Now this is solid. And see that this is coinciding with this. Same procedure. Now see that unnecessary lines are made light. See this one at intersection, again this one at intersection. Next comes making that light. It is not visible. It is 0.13. Taken for the explanation purpose, I have taken big thick line. So dimension and all I told you, you have to do accordingly. Thickness of this and then height of this top face, base, those things, 4 items you try to identify. So now let me have any other combination. Cylinder on this. Let me have one prism on this. Yes. Now you place this. This is the top solid, this is base solid, say. Again same procedure. Go to move. Then before that you can remove it better to avoid any confusion. Trim this. Then go to this move. Then identify this type. See that this is coinciding with the top face. That's all. Then the portion which is to be retained is in front of you. This one back side to be removed. So here already we have taken this is segment, that's why this only is highlighted. Now out of this again some portion has to be retained. So again go for split. Sometimes people feel that already highlighted, that one only will retain. That is wrong. Again you take this and then take. Now see that these two, this portion is light. I don't think. No. Yes. So this is how you complete the combination of solids. Let me conclude. Now we have done the simple combination of solids consisting of square and circular type. So in coming sessions, you will work out the combination of solids with pentagon, hexagon, and even we can include the square and circular type, okay, cone and cylinder type along with the hexagonal and pentagonal shapes. So, we'll see that it will be done in the next session.